Good morning, every guy. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, everyone. I don't know what I was trying to say. I just woke up a little bit ago. It's 8:30 in the morning. Made my bed, my skincare routine. Right now I am prepping for a consultation at 9 a.m. So I am getting ready to write down everything that I want to write down about her, kind of create the outline. And I know I'm phasing out consultations like I said, but I still am obviously honoring the ones that have already been booked, and then my recurring ones I am still doing, but I'm just not taking any new clients. So if you were interested in doing a consultation with me, I will shift you over to my Patreon. It's great. I'm really excited for it. I actually launched for the first time last week, but obviously I wasn't going to promote it last week. Last week was just a lot of protests, a lot of stuff happening about Black Lives Matter, and I didn't feel like it was appropriate, nor did it really matter to promote my Patreon. I was just like, that's just the literally last of my priorities in terms of what to post. So now I am going to promote it later today. But we already have over 100 people, which is insane. So thank you guys for signing up for it. But I didn't vlog last week either. There just was no point in vlogging. I really spent a lot of time reflecting, learning. This week I'm kind of back to normal. Sometimes it's needed to take that week off, and I even explained to my intern, and I was like, I'm so sorry, this is such a slow week, but she completely understood. So it's just sometimes necessary to take that week off, and I definitely don't regret it. Much needed. But now I'm kind of getting back to normal and trying to actually be productive, because Keon comes this week. He actually comes tomorrow, so I'm so excited. So I know I'm not gonna be as productive, I feel like, if he's here, but I'm really gonna try to be. So I'm gonna set my week up so I'm so productive when he's here. I also am going to look at apartments, so I'm really excited. Hey, so I am editing this video, and I noticed I said here that I was not re-signing my lease, and that I want a luxury building. I'm pretty much saying I'm moving out. I'm not gonna re-sign my lease, but things change. I do think I'm gonna re-sign. I'll explain more in the rest of the video, but I just want to clarify that I did say that I wasn't gonna re-sign, but I actually think I'm going to. So yeah, sorry, this is future me talking. I just really want a luxury building because I want to have amenities now. Love my neighborhood more than anything. I think it's the best neighborhood in the entire city, but it's just one of the most expensive neighborhoods in Manhattan. I'll be looking at Brooklyn, and I'm also looking at another area in Manhattan. I'm really excited though. Pranaya is not gonna re-sign. She doesn't really know what she's doing, so me and her unfortunately are not living together, which is so sad because she's literally been the best roommate that I've had, and I would love to live with her again, but she doesn't really know if she's gonna stay in New York or not, so she just doesn't know what she's doing next year. So I need to get to work. It's already 8:35, and this girl has a consultation at 9, so we'll talk to you guys later. Vlogging with this camera for now. Wow, look who's here.
A full-on afro.
And has not shaved in a while, but it's Corona season, so that's why. Anyways, we are going to look for apartments. So I actually have a tour with one apartment in Williamsburg, so we're gonna make our way over there to Williamsburg and check out this apartment. I'm gonna do a whole apartment hunt video, so I won't be showing it in this video, but I'm really excited because this building is really nice. I am moving, most likely. It's still not 100%, so going to see this apartment unit. I really just want a luxury building, and I can't get that in where I live now because it's too expensive. So I'm gonna check it out in Brooklyn, and I'll talk to you guys when we get there. But
and we're wearing pants at 90 degrees.
Yeah, because we have to, because the building is still under construction, so it's a liability if not. Alright guys, it's the next day. Keon and I went to work out. I'm still using my tiny vlog camera just because I'm taking this like tiny purse. But yeah, we just went to work out at the park. It was a really good workout, and now Pranaya, Keon, and I are all going to Trader Joe's. So I did some work today, and now I'm headed off to go grocery shopping because we don't really have that much food, and we want to make salmon tonight. Keon's gonna make some Persian dish, which is always really good. And also, I posted him on my Snapchat, or not Snapchat, Instagram story, and he got so many comments about his hair. But he's ordering a razor, so he's gonna shave the stash off. But I thought it was so funny. People were like, oh, he looks like Pablo Escobar. He looks like Mr. Cotter, which I don't know who that is, but it's just so funny. So yeah, his hair is pretty poofy. But we're headed off to go grocery shopping, and we are so sweaty and we probably smell so disgusting, but Trader Joe's is a little bit of a walk, so we don't want to shower before we get sweaty again because it's like 85 degrees outside.
It's got one phrase from every song.
Smallish, smallish. And this one you want to go, wait a minute.
I don't know why I just tune out after that. My eyes, oh my gosh. Just kidding, my eyes don't bleed.
Alright, throw that shallot on here, baby.
You want to chop these onions? Is the oil heated up?
Yep.
I'm so proud of you. I want a bubbling. I want to hear it. I want to go. Have you ever worked in a restaurant?
No, oh, Chick-fil-A.
It's just soft bubble. It's not gonna sizzle. I want to hear it. There you go. Ooh, I love that. That's what you gotta do.
So this recipe doesn't call for garlic, but I think we should just put some on.
How do you do here?
Okay, we just made the salmon. So salmon with kale, coconut, turmeric, really good. We got this recipe from Bon Appetit, and then we just seasoned some rice and put it on the side. Yum, and now we are watching Grey's Anatomy. Looking at another apartment building. I cannot get over this apartment. It's so freaking nice. It has a rooftop, and okay, let me just show you guys. What is this view? You got World Trade Center, Side-Eye. You have Midtown right there. Like, you can see the Eiffel, or I was about to say the Eiffel Tower. You can see the Empire State Building really, really clearly in person. It's also a really foggy, cloudy day, so. And then over here across the bridge, you got Brooklyn. This is so freaking nice. I just cannot get over this rooftop. Oh, wow. What do you think?
What's that building?
I don't know. What do you think?
Nuts.
Just nuts. Just nuts.
Good morning, everyone. I just spent the morning. I woke up at like 7 a.m. and I just deep cleaned the bathroom and the kitchen. So I got some vinegar and we've been cleaning the bathroom because there is like some mold on the walls, which is really normal in bathrooms, especially because this is such an old building. So it's not like black mold or anything. It's just like a little bit because it's such a humid room. So I'm spraying vinegar all over the walls because apparently that kills the mold from like the root rather than bleach just kind of cleans the surface. So our apartment now smells like salt and vinegar chips. Hopefully that smell goes away. I cleaned the floors with vinegar, toilets, sink, kitchen counters, kitchen sink. Like I just want it to be really, really clean. And now it's 9:20 and I'm about to get to work. I wanted to update you guys on the apartment. So I think I'm actually going to stay in my apartment. So my roommate Pranaya, she really wants to travel. She doesn't want to be stuck with like a 1-year lease. So I would love to live with her again. Like I wish that she was staying. Like that would not only make life so much easier, but like she is honestly like the best roommate I've had, or like one of the best roommates I've had. Like we just get along so well. So like of course I would rather have her stay, but she doesn't want to sign a 1-year lease anymore, like anywhere. She kind of just wants to go off and travel. So obviously I think that's awesome. I think now is the time to do it, if anything, like later on in the year, not like right now because obviously COVID is still going on, but later on in the year, that's really what she wants to do. Or even if it is like, let's say in January, she just doesn't want to sign a 1-year lease because she knows that she's going to be traveling for a few months in between, and she thinks maybe she'll come back to New York and then like go travel, New York travel, you know, kind of have like a base here, but she doesn't want to sign a lease. So we were talking about someone taking over her spot. So I hopefully found someone that is going to take over her spot, which I'm really excited about. So I probably actually won't be moving, but I was thinking if I did move, here's kind of the situation. I was either going to live by myself, so that's what I was looking at, 1-bedrooms or studios, and I really wanted a luxury building if I lived by myself, just because I am paying a lot of money in this apartment. I'm going to try negotiating my rent, but I definitely am paying a lot of money here, and it's because of the neighborhood that I live in. I live in a very expensive neighborhood. I truly think I live in the best area. Like I could not have picked a better spot for my apartment to be in all of New York City. Like I know I might be biased, but like I think that where this apartment is located is hands down the best spot in the city. Like it's just such a good spot. So I'm paying for the area, which I knew signing the lease. I know so many comments of like, oh my god, you're paying so much money and your bathroom sink is falling apart. And it's like, yeah, you know what, I know, but like this is literally the greatest area ever. And so I also like signed a broker's fee and everything, or paid for a broker's fee and everything like that. So like I definitely, if I ever moved, I would not do a broker's fee anymore because it's just so ridiculous. So I kind of wanted to like stay here multiple years. Like that was always the plan when I first came to the city. And so if she did move out though, if Pranaya was moving out, I was like, okay, maybe I will find a 1-bedroom then, because I don't know, I don't want to live with like a random person. So let me see. So I was looking at luxury apartments, and because of COVID, prices are down. Like apartments are offering like 3 months free. Like this last apartment that I saw was offering 3 months free, which is crazy. So I was like, okay, let me just check them out. So I looked them up, but the one I saw yesterday was just way too expensive for me. It's 3 months free if you move in June, which I feel like they might get desperate and like still have that going on in September. So like time will still tell, but original like gross net, or the gross rent, like the rent for a studio apartment is like $4,000. Like that is just, I get that you're paying for the building and you're paying for living in Manhattan, but when I heard that I was like, what? Like online it said $2,900, which alone is still a lot, but I was like, maybe I can do it if I'm living by myself because of like the 3 months free and everything. And then it was like $4,000 gross rent, and I was like, okay, never mind. I would never pay that much for any apartment, let alone a studio apartment, no matter how good the building is, because part of being in New York is like being out of your apartment. I know with obviously Corona that's not the case, but like that's like part of it. And then I was looking at one in Brooklyn because I was thinking maybe Brooklyn, and I was looking at 1 and 2 bedrooms because I did if it was a 1-bedroom, it was around $3,300 with like 1 month free. And then if it was a 2-bedroom, I think it was like $5,200, and I would have had a roommate. And I was planning on living with my friend Julie, like that was going to be a plan too, but she actually is starting a business and doesn't really know where to move. At first she was like, yeah, I'm set on New York, and now she's like thinking there's other better cities for her specific business. She obviously has to do what's best for her, and also she's like applying for a visa, and like that's not even guaranteed that it's gonna get approved, you know, so that was just up in the air. So like my plan was originally stay with Pranaya, then second part would be live with Julie, third part would be live by myself or find someone to take over her lease. But I didn't want someone to take over her lease unless I like was comfortable living with that person. I didn't want a random person at all. So I think I found someone to clarify, because I got so many DMs about, oh my god, you're moving, why are you moving, why are you moving? And like I just want to clarify, I have no clue what I'm doing. Hopefully I'm going to stay here though, because I really do love my apartment. And yeah, so we did have a mice issue, which I feel like is just common for New York and common for old buildings. And I heard like actually because of Corona, because all these restaurants are closed, mice are like not knowing where to go, because like there's no food on the streets anymore from the restaurants. Like the restaurants are empty, so like literally mice are like going crazy in the city because they have no food and they're like starving. So I feel like that's why they came to our apartment, because our apartment is so freaking clean. But we're having the super come in to seal everything. So like he already sealed one of the holes, and then there's like 2 holes, one behind the dishwasher, one behind the fridge, and he's coming in to seal those. So I don't think we'll have any issue anymore. But that's why I'm also deep cleaning with vinegar and stuff like that, because that's just disgusting. Like that is literally one of my biggest fears, is like mice and roaches. Like that like freaking scares me. I feel like it's like a New York City rite of passage though, at least if you have an old building. Maybe the newer buildings you don't have that problem, but yeah, newer buildings are really expensive. Like all the buildings I was looking at that were luxury buildings in Manhattan were at least like $3,500 a month, which is just a little more expensive than what I want to pay. There are some areas like in maybe like Lower East Side that might be more affordable for like luxury building, or Upper East Side or things like that, or like Murray Hill, Kips Bay, that I just don't want to live in those areas. I really like where I live. Or I was looking at like Financial District, because Fidei is like very central to everything. I know it's at the bottom, but like the subway lines that go through it make it really easy to get everywhere. Yeah, this is a very long life update, but just wanted to update you guys because I know that was a lot of you guys had questions on Instagram. So.